Hey everyone, okay, so I am back. I don't know, this is a mixture of Queen and Company and I want to say a little bit of Pretty Little Studio also, but it's one I don't have in my holder right now, so but I know this is Queen and Company, so I'm not sure if I did a hodgepodge or not, and I actually haven't done a layout where I haven't had all 8 photos. This one actually has a filler card because I didn't have an extra photo. Yeah, so that's kind of weird for me, but hey, that's cool, right? And yeah, so okay, so I am back. Oh my gosh, guys, December has basically come and gone, right? I mean, we have Christmas almost. And it is Friday the 22nd. I will upload this in a little bit. So it is Friday the 22nd. And let's get started here. So it has been a whirlwind. Okay, so we decorated the house. If you saw the Christmas home tour, it took 3 days to do all that. So it usually takes 3 days to do all that and actually hours to put it all away, and not days, just hours. But this time we have a good sized house, and quite honestly, we have been here almost 20 years. In May we'll have been here 20 years, and I've accumulated a lot of stuff. I mean, we're talking 5 craft rooms, right? But I am a storage hoarder. I love storage. Storage is my life, and storage containers. So I have a butt ton of storage containers. I have a lot of stuff. So this is Christmas of last year, and I have a ton of everything, from Razcogs to everything. And so we have a attic that we can walk in. So it actually is very you can stand up in it. So it's pretty cool. So we are, yeah, it's the size of the house, and yeah, and so it's really a good size attic, and that's where we store everything. And we have in our garage, when we first bought our house, it had it's a 3-car garage, and we have wall to wall built-in storage units. So they had shelving and everything, you know, cabinets, so galore. So we don't lack, and in the garage there was a loft. So we don't lack for storage. Well, when we first moved in, we had, you know, you don't really have much, right? So, but in 20 years, I've accumulated quite a bit of things. I don't know how that happens. I honestly don't know, because it's not like I was a shopper before I was a crafter. I wasn't really a shopper, but for some reason, everything that I buy is kind of big, kind of bulky. Like, I have a whole storage unit full of Scentsy Scentsy warmers, because I love Scentsy. When you have bulldogs or dogs in general, your house tends to smell like dog, and no matter how you shake it, it smells like dog. So I love my Scentsy. I go gaga over my Scentsy's, and so I was buying a ton of them because every room would have them, because of the fact that my house smells. My house smells like toots if I don't have my Scentsy on, because, you know, we've always had 2 to 3 bulldogs, and this is the most we've had with 4. And you're talking snoring, toots, everything else, right? So it tends to get a little bit funky in my house. So I prefer to have my Scentsys to make it nice and aromatic. and so I have a ton of those. Well, I don't use those anymore. I use the Happy Wax ones, and they don't really take a light bulb. So, because the light bulbs are hard to come by sometimes, and so yeah, so I switched all of them out to Happy Wax, and so I have a ton of them, of Scentsy's, and so I have a lot of stuff I need to get rid of. Basically, what I'm saying is that I don't know what I'm saying, but what I'm going to tell you now is that I have so much to get rid of, you guys. I have so much purging to do. Like 50% of my house I'm going to get rid of come the new year. So we're hoping to have a fundraiser garage sale for the local animal shelter. And so I'm hoping to be in charge of that, and to, you know, you get a parking spot. So, because I live in a gated community, and you cannot, we have HOAs and stuff, so you cannot have garage sales or any of that stuff here. You're forbidden to, I just watched that movie, to have any of that. So and I love our HOAs. I love rules. I love the fact that you don't have to have a car on your lawn, that it's a big no-no, or you don't have any junky cars, that you can't park on the sidewalk. I love all of the rules here. So HOA, I love. It's my life. And so I don't mind them. But anyways, so, but that means we can't have garage sales here, so I have to find an area to go. Like, I could go to my mom's house, but she lives an hour away, so it means traveling with all the junk. And then Cheyenne lives, you know, 36 minutes away, so that means traveling with all the junk. So there is a lot to do. And so I am basically going to have and then I joined the quilt guild with my mom in her hometown, and that has been so welcoming and so amazing to be part of that guild, and I just love it. So we have our next meeting in January, and I'm hoping, and then I was talking to one of the board members, and I was telling her how it would be cool to have a craft, like nothing but craft garage sale. And so they have access to the local church where we meet, and so we could easily sell spots there, and that would benefit the guild. Plus, it would benefit me, and we're, you know, and a lot of us, because a lot of us sell, you know, a lot of us have craft stuff that we don't use anymore, from storage containers to fabric to anything. And I have sewing machines to sell, you know, that kind of thing. And so she told me to bring it up at the next meeting, and that hopefully we can do it. And I said, okay, that's fine, and I'll head it up, since it's, you know, me talking. I don't want to be talking and then leave everyone high and dry and they have to do the work. No, I can help, and I can do the work too. So, but I'm hoping that will happen, and that will help me get rid of, because I want to get rid of 50% of my house. The other 50% we keep, because it's 5 craft rooms, plus now the garage. And I added all my DAC paintings. All my diamond paintings are in the garage now, because I ran out of room. Sorry. And I spoke too quick, and I don't talk this much. I don't talk this much, nor do I speak so like loudly like I do on camera. And so, you know, when you don't use your voice like that, you tend to choke a little. And so sorry, that's what that was from. That was from using my vocal cords. And so yeah, so anyway, so then so I plan on getting rid of a lot of craft stuff, a lot of my household stuff. And, you know, I collected a lot of stuff over the years, you know, like Temptations and from QVC and stuff, a lot of QVC, you know, appliances, all that stuff. So I plan on getting rid of all of it, because I don't cook anymore. So I don't cook like that anymore. So I don't need it. So I'm going to get rid of it. And whatever Cheyenne doesn't want, I want to sell. And so that is our goal next year, is to get rid of it. So yeah. And I don't know what brought that up. I'm not sure what brought that up. I'm not sure. But either way, just the fact that December is so crazy. My retreat with my mom, with that guild, is coming 28th, 29th, and 30th. And I am so excited for that. I have all my projects cut out. So I'm hoping to do 2 quilts, at least 2 quilts. So 2 quilt tops. And I'm hoping, you guys, I'm really, cross your fingers for me that I can get it done, because everything is cut out. All I have to do is sit there and sew, and I am so excited. So yeah, it should be a good week. That's all next week. But it has been a whirlwind. So we went to Disneyland. We went with my parents. It was so much fun, you guys. I love the fact that we are a very close-knit family. We really are. And I'll tell you how close-knit. And so in a minute. So we are, oh yeah, you guys. So Matt didn't go and Cordell didn't go. But it was Cheyenne, myself, Tim, my mom and dad. And we were there for 11 hours at Disneyland and California Adventure. And we walked the whole entire time. The whole entire time. And it was amazing. We had such a blast. My parents are troopers. You know, we got my mom a wheelchair because her knees messed up, and so she only lasted a few hours, but after that we just pushed her around. Both Tim and Cheyenne pushed her around, and it was easy enough. So but yeah, we totally had a blast, and it was so worth it. You guys, oh my goodness, I didn't realize there was 2 of them. Wow. How I missed that, I have no clue. Well, that's okay. We'll just stick it on top because I don't care. You know, I don't care. And so I have so much Christmas stuff, guys. It's ridiculous how much Christmas stuff I have. So this isn't going to be missed. But anyway, so yeah, oh my gosh, you guys, we had a blast. And we went to Medieval Times the night before, and we had a good time with that. So, and we went to M&L Fabrics. I did an unboxing of that video of what I bought, and it just was worth it. And it was so magical just having my parents there, and you know, we get along so well. There is no fighting, there is no bickering, there is no like, oh, well, I don't really want to go that way. No, I don't really want that food. Nope. It is one of those like, nope, it's just, okay, you want to eat there? Let's go. So, and I love it. You want this snack? Okay, I'll buy you that snack, you know. So it was really just spectacular, you guys. So we did that. So we went to, we did that. Then we came home, and we were home for a few days. Then we went to Texas. And yeah, you guys, Texas, I'll tell you this. So we went to San Antonio, then we went to Houston, and we had no agenda, absolutely no agenda. We went looking for property for houses to see what area catches our eye, basically is what we went for. And so we went to San Antonio, and then we were like, wait, we kind of really like San Antonio, because we were only going to stay in San Antonio for one night. And then we got in so late, and we did so many things that we ran out of time and didn't get to go to Riverwalk. So we were like, well, let's just go the next day. So we extended our stay in San Antonio, and it worked out perfectly, because we were like, okay. And then we went house hunting and everything else, property hunting, and then we went to Houston. Okay, then we went to Houston. There's a lot to this Texas story. So then we went to Houston, and yeah, did not love that at all. And so our heart is in San Antonio. So we are going to buy a house in San Antonio. We know that much. So yeah, we really love that area. It was so spectacular that I said, I'm done. This is where I want to live. Houston was not good. Houston was, sorry if you live in Houston, but it is not for us. Because we live in California. We live in Central California. We are about 2 hours, an hour and a half to 2 hours away from San Francisco. About an hour and a half away from like Oakland. So Oakland, San Francisco is kind of like our area. And Houston and LA, okay, LA, San Francisco, Oakland, they're all kind of like the same. Where they're just, you don't want to live there. You kind of don't want to live there. And, you know, it's just not for us. This is all personal opinion, you guys. Okay, personal opinion, that kind of thing. But that was Houston. Houston was like San Francisco, LA, Oakland. Somewhere where you just don't want to live. And that is what we came out of that with. And so, yeah, San Antonio, so much better. Oh, we loved San Antonio. And the kids and us, we all agreed. We really, really liked San Antonio. And so, I put this on too fast. So, yeah. So in about 3 years, we'll be moving over there. So that will be, this is the bad part about Queen & Company, is that their stuff is really thin. It is not worth, their stuff's thin. It's thin. But it's fine. Their paper is like a 25 weight. You know, it's like what do you call it? Copy paper. That's what their weight is. It's like a copy paper. So they don't have heavyweight paper. Anyways, so yeah, and so about 3 years we'll be moving over there. We're going to go back in August, because that is their hottest time of the year, is in August. But my friend who lives there already said that they had 100 days of 100 days. And that's okay, you know, because honestly, you're in a hub where you don't have to leave your house. You don't have to leave your house, because what they don't offer where we live, because it's a small community, is like delivered groceries and all that stuff. They have that over there. So you can stay in your house and get everything delivered. And since my husband and I are introverts, like really good introverts, we don't, you know, if we didn't have to leave the house, you guys, at all, we probably wouldn't, honestly. We probably wouldn't, because there's no need to. There's a lot of mess out there. There's a lot of drama and mess, and we don't need any part of that. So we're okay staying our butts home, and we have plenty to do, and we don't mind. I mean, we can, honestly, guys, we don't have to leave the house if we don't want to. And so it being 100 degrees over there doesn't bother me, because you don't have to leave. And yeah. And because I am a stay-at-home wife, when I go shopping, like at Hobby Lobby and stuff, I go at 9 in the morning. And it's so much nicer when you don't have to deal with people and stuff. So, yeah. So, I shop in the morning, and that probably wouldn't change at all. So, this is Ivy Asher. This is the lady I was telling you about that got me really into loving. Apparently, people don't like when you read these kind of books, because, yeah. I got thumbs downs and stuff. And I'm assuming it's because of the RH books. So, they're foreboding. So, again, we get to say it. So, anyways, yeah, I have no originality there. But, so, anyway, so, yeah. 3 years, because my husband, they're in contracts again, and he's hoping that they can get some help. Because, like I said, I have told you guys before, my husband's a fireman, and they do not have lifetime medical. Why? No clue. Why these guys did not think of the future, I have no clue. But, so we have to pay outright for our insurance when we move. My husband is only 52. Is he 52? Yes, he is 52. So he would have to be 65, I think it is. I think it's 65 before you can get Medicare, I think it is. Social Security, all that stuff. So he would have a while. So so they're in their contracts. They're hoping to get some money. They can't get lifetime medical, but they can try and get some money to pay towards their medical when they retire. And so he's hoping that in these new contracts that they're doing, that he will be able to get that. And so that would help us tremendously in the future. So we're hoping, cross our fingers, you guys, with us, that he can get that help. And, you know, it's not a lot of money either that they're asking for, just enough. So, yeah. So the biggest news that I have been keeping a secret, I'm sure some of you guessed, but the biggest secret, and I can't wait to tell you, is that 2 months ago, Matt, which is my daughter's boyfriend, asked her dad for her hand in marriage. And of course we said yes. And so, or he said yes, but you know, I said yes too, because, you know, I matter. And so if I didn't like him, I'd be like, ah. But no, we love him. He's a good kid. He's Tim 2.0 is what we call him, because he is so just like Tim. He's just, you know, he's a good person, and he's just kind, and he's, you know, he works, and mainly he works. So, but yeah. So anyway, so so then he asked, then when we were going to San Antonio, he's like, I'm going to ask her at that point. And so he included us. And I will tell you what, you guys, I am a control freak. I am flat out a control freak. I am a take charge kind of person. I am a no holds barred. You know, like, if I have an opinion, I'm telling you, you know, and if you're offended, you know, if you're offended by the truth, then that's on you. But no, but yeah, so it just, one of those, Let me tell you guys, I cannot talk, and I cannot talk fast because it does something in my vocal cords. Gosh. And so anyway, so he included us in this, and so I got to do a live. I got to do a live with family and friends who are on our Facebook of him proposing, and so everyone got to see it when it was happening, and that was awesome. And then, yeah, he included us, and I was like, okay, you know, this is the spot I think you should do, Matt. I think, so it was me. It was me. I said, I think this is the spot you need to ask her at. And I said, if you do not like it, just say so, you know, and that's okay. But I think this spot is really good. And he's like, okay, well, let's look at it. And so as we're trying to find it for like a good hour, we're trying to find this damn Christmas tree. And we finally find it, and we're walking towards it. And I go and I hang back a little, and I go, are you okay with this one? And he's like, yeah. And so he was like in love with it. So he was perfectly fine with it. And so it was like, okay, cool. So, and then I said, okay, wait until I give you the nod, you know, like communicate with me, because we're going to, because I'm going to do the live and we're going to take pictures. So her dad was going to take the pictures and I was going to do the live, and he's like, okay. So then I'm taking a picture, and then he looks and I go, yeah. And so I give him the go ahead, like, okay, we're ready, we're recording. And so then he gets down on his knee, and then he asks her. And it was just like, she was so shocked and everything else, because she's been wanting this for so long, you guys. She has been wanting to be his wife for so long. And so it's been a running joke with us. And and so it was magical. It really was. And so I can't wait to show you the pictures and all that good stuff. But that is, so that happened. So my daughter is engaged, and today is Friday the 22nd, and I think we found her venue. We're not sure, but we have an appointment tonight. So cross your fingers for her that we love this area. And yeah, and so yeah. Look at them. Aren't they the cutest? Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Ash, Anvil, Talwin, and Dory. And yeah, so tonight we get to go see the venue. So cross our fingers, because if that's the case, then we put our deposit down and we can start planning, like completely planning. And if you don't know this about me, I would totally love to be a planner, you know, like a wedding planner, a party planner. I would love to do all that. But, you know, being around people is not for me. So I just do it, you know, for my own, you know, at my own house for myself. But I am a total planner. I love every aspect of it. I love the whole, you know, details. I love details. And I try and leave no stone, you know, unturned. Is that what you say? But, yeah, and I don't know if it's the control freak in me that loves the planning. Is that why? Because, you know, control freaks like that kind of stuff. I don't know. But I'm not going to be, you know, taking over anything from Cheyenne. But I do like the option of doing this with her and stuff. And she's included me and stuff. So that was really sweet of her. And yeah, so she's getting married. And I'll get to tell, if we sign the contract today, you guys, I'll be able to tell you which day she decided, which month and which day. And so next video, which might end up being tomorrow, because that way I can get these out. And yeah, so hopefully I can. See, this was supposed to be over a little bit, but you know what? We're not going to stress it. We're not going to stress it at all. So no stressing. We got this. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're just going to put it away anyways afterwards. So, oh, hold on. Okay, it was going to turn off. It was already long. So anyway, so, yeah, so my daughter is, so her ring, you guys, is so gorgeous. It is huge. It is massive. It is a massive, massive ring. And it is beautiful. Maybe, you know what? Well, when I get done with this, because I'm, you know, I have my phone where it's showing the layout, how I want everything. So when I get done, with that. Maybe I'll try, you know what, I will. I'll bring it up on my phone because they're right here anyway. So, and I'll show you the ring and I'll show you the tree. So, because it's going to be a while before I get to that layout because it's a whole year, right? Because I haven't even started but 1 week of January of this year. So, yeah, I'm so bummed. But whatever. I'm not going to stress about that either. I'm not stressing, you guys. No stressing. But I'm stressed. So anyway, so we are going, but you know what's cool too is that my kid is like, Mom, we're gonna DIY. I want to DIY because I'll tell you the month and stuff as soon as I can, maybe tomorrow, and I'll tell you. And so that's why she wants to DIY a lot of it. And since you know I'm a crafter, I would like to say I'm a crafter. I can make things, and her dad can make things, and I'll tell you about that tomorrow too, if we get this date, and that I can tell you what he plans on making. So stay tuned. Yeah, and it will be tomorrow because I need to get these layouts off my floor, and that might help me get my butt in gear to try and get these pictures printed out in with Walmart, hopefully. So my husband put them on my main computer, so hopefully I can upload them to Walmart and go from there because it sucks. And my phone had an update, but it didn't matter. It didn't fix the problem. So, yeah. So sucky. But anyways, but yeah, so a lot of things happening, you guys. A lot of things, and I'm so excited. So I posted when I did, I was like, okay, so no more vacations for us. And Cheyenne's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, we gotta pay for your wedding, darling. We can't, we can't. So we had like 3 or 4 cruises already paid for next year because we love cruising, and so we had to put them towards 2025. We were supposed to go to Cancun for my 50th birthday because I'll be 50 next year in November, and we're postponing that. So, because we gotta pay for the wedding. So she's like, oh, and I'm like, you know, it's all worth it. She's worth it. She's our only daughter. We have our son, who I'm not sure is even remotely interested in finding a girlfriend. He's a big dude, so I think he's a self-conscious a lot of the time anyways. But, yeah. So, so I said, no more vacations for us, because, I mean, we've been gone. I have a stack of flight, you know, of our boarding passes over here. This is how much we've been flying lately and this year. And, no more. So, all worth it. So, all worth it. She's gonna be a beautiful bride, and this girl is already a skinny mini. And that's the other thing too, is that I'm not going into my 50s, nor am I going for her wedding. I'm gonna be this size. So January 1st, we're doing the 1st because not New Year's Eve, you know, not New Year's tradition, or you know, the whole New Year's what do they call them? I don't know, you know what I mean. So we're not doing any of that. We are just, I'm like, I'm not going to be, I was planning on not being 50 at this size. And so, but now I have double, you know, I'm not going to be this size and take pictures, because that's one of the things I don't do, is I don't take pictures because reality sucks. And I hate seeing how big I am. And I'm a big girl, and it sucks. And I don't want to be the size for her wedding. So we are going on a strict diet, because I'm hoping to lose 75 pounds, you guys. 75 pounds. And that's a lot of work. So, wish us luck. But we're going to do it, because I refuse to be this size. And so I'll do whatever it takes, you know, bar doing drugs. So, but yeah. Alrighty. So that is the title card, and I love it. I love the title card. So anyway, so yeah, I will be back tomorrow. Wish us luck for tonight. And let me say thank you to Barbara Hesh and Rita Magnus 5969. Thank you, my mom. Yeah, my mom's of course way better because this was last year. But she yeah, she still has a bad knee, but that's it, you know, so that's good. But thank you for your well wishes for her. That was super kind and super sweet. So, love it. All right, guys, what do you think of the layout? I love it. I'm going to write on here because this Ivy Asher, whew, yeah, she's good. I love this author. All right, guys, I will be back tomorrow because, yeah, I need to be back tomorrow. Get my butt in gear. All right, guys, take care. Bye. I forgot. I was going to show you a picture of her ring. Let me show you her ring. That is her ring. Isn't that gorgeous? And then let me show you the tree. So this is the area in San Antonio where he proposed. So this is the Riverwalk. And look at that. Isn't that the sweetest? So yeah, you guys. And then look at, I mean, everything. Let me show you guys how beautiful she is. And she wants to lose 20 pounds. And I'm like, child, you cannot lose 20 pounds. But, oh, trying to get that through to her. But, and then look at this photo, you guys. This is so, like, this is her dad. This is her and her dad. Is that not a bond? Is that not just the sweetest bond? And like I said, we are such a close-knit family. And so how many other in-laws can say that they were there when the boyfriends proposed to their daughter? And we get to, because we got to film it, we got to say, you know, we had a say, and it was just amazing. So, all right, guys, take care. Bye.